Hooey! Everybody, we got another long episode here. Here's a squirrel eating some bread. Met up with Adam.
Hey.
And we're going down near the lakeshore, and we're gonna go to Fort York, the museum, the historical center. Yep. They've doing some construction back there. And thankfully, because of that, there's no regular parking, and it's pretty empty. And also there was a conference or something, so there's no guided tours today, which is dope, because now it's just like, you just walk around. Hopefully there's the option to just walk around, even if there was a guided tour, but who wants to do that, you know? It's like, let's just walk around and look at shit. So yeah, they had some cool weapons here. Here's like the vault. Here's some guns. Yeah. Who doesn't like looking at old guns? Here's like a necklace thing. Kinda neat. And a jacket. Woo! Compass. And then up here, this is like all about the sounds of battle and stuff, and what it would be like if you were on the battlefield, and explosions, people like running through a forest and like yelling at each other. I had flashbacks to when I was playing paintball. That was a good time. Huge explosion. Dang, what a neat thing. And now this is us leaving. I guess this is like the visitor center part of it. And then we're heading over to the actual fort of York. What's behind this like construction? Not really sure what they're building.
There's where they're gonna be. Garden. For guarding.
So yeah, the fort's just right next to the gardener here. We walk in, we're like, huh, what do you know? First thing we check out is the barracks. I guess this is just like where the regular soldiers would hang out. They got their bunks. They're pretty tiny beds, so kind of wondering, like, were people just smaller back then, or did they always just like curl up? Who knows? Then this is the officers' brick barracks. In here it was pretty spooky. Like the floors were a little bit creaky. You know, you got your old paintings on the wall, and there was other people walking around, and we could hear them like slightly, but I didn't know where they were. So it felt like there was a ghost in here somewhere. And we actually did walk through a doorway and then see an old lady, and we're like, oh my god, there's an old lady. And she was blocking the way to the downstairs, but like not actually, she was just near it and I didn't want to go near her. But I went by anyways, because who doesn't want to go see the basement here? Apparently this was a kitchen, and they had a sign that was like, this is the oldest kitchen in Toronto. And then there's this little nook in here. I was like, whoa, is this like their little brig or something? But nah, it turned out this is the money room. Or the money vault. So yeah, this is still in that building. Overall, pretty nice. Whatever this building was. Here's another building. we figured we're just gonna walk through and check out every building in here. And this is where the conference was happening. And they had some sandwiches and boxes there. And we're like, man, I want to eat those sandwiches. But we didn't, because they're probably for people. Who knows? Here we are at Blockhouse 2. Blockhouse 2, this is probably one of the better buildings of in terms of like stuff on display. You got a bunch of cannons here, you got a bunch of guns, some more mini cannons. Here's like a map, or a diorama map of the area. We looked at this for a while trying to figure out like which of these paths maybe still exists, but like in a street form. It's kind of hard to tell because there's just not all the streets that I would expect to be there. Then this is the upper level. It's mostly uniforms. You got some swords, and there's the most amount of guns was up here. And some instruments. It's like a crazy saxophone thing. It's kind of a shame about the lighting in this area. It'd be nice if that room was dark and then just the display cases were lit up so you wouldn't get so much glare on all the glass. But you know, they gotta do what they gotta do. We are the Brick Magazine, I guess. I don't know what they mean in terms of like calling buildings magazines. Like, I don't know. Did they used to store bricks here? It's just a bunch of names of people who died in the wars here. Here's Blockhouse number 1. And this door had a neat thing that I noticed. It's just the self-closingness of it. It's just like a ball on a string to close itself. And I guess you can like book, like maybe you could reserve this building, like if you had like, I don't know, a group of people that wanted to stay the night. There's just a bunch of beds in there.
Well, we didn't go in that other one yet either.
Now here we are at the Stone Powder Magazine, which I guess they would store their like gunpowder and barrels here. Kind of neat. There was another building, but we couldn't go into it. It was staff only, so there's probably nothing in there. And then we checked a room that was we walked by, because I don't know, I didn't want to see an audio visual presentation because we already watched one when we came in. And I'm at this table and like, oh, it looks like someone's like rolling a joint in here. And then Adam turns on the audio visual presentation, and it just turned out it was the same one that we already saw when we first came in. And to end off our visit, we went into the gift shop. It's a pretty decent gift shop. I forgot to film it. You can see it a little bit right there. It's a bunch of guns on the wall. I was like, oh man, maybe I should get a replica flintlock pistol. It was only $45. I was like, that'd be kind of cool. And it had all sorts of like nice filigree on it. Have a pistol. Yeah, but Adam talked me out of it by not thinking that it was cool, so I didn't get it. So I don't know, like, leave a comment. Do you think it would be cool if I had a pistol? Like a replica pistol, of course? Because I kind of want to go back and get it. But yeah, anyways, after that, it's probably around like 2:30ish right now. We're headed down over to the Loblaws, just across from the sugar factory. Just gonna get some lunch or something. I got chicken tenders and wedge fries. That's good stuff. And now it's pretty close to 4, so I yeah, hop on the bike and I go to work. Yeah, looking out my window, it's like, oh, there's a neat big floodlight there. So they're probably filming something. Then I ate some more pizza. Walked up the stairs. And that was pretty much it. It's just after midnight. Oh, and here's an update on Queen Street. That track replacement is completed.